Thank you, Madam Clerk. Item 33,
Madam President,
Majority Leader.
motion to waive the reading of item 33 and 34 and pass on a voice vote.
Second, Madam President.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Councilwoman Anderwatt.
Thank you so much, Council President. I rise on item 34, and just want to acknowledge as a member of the Finance Committee, we asked many questions of the mayor and his administration about this MOA with Lifespan. And while I really want to thank the mayor, Courtney Hawkins, his chief operating officer, and Jeff Dana, our city solicitor, for their incredibly hard work to negotiate this pilot agreement, I do want to say to Lifespan that we see this as a down payment for future negotiations. We really do benefit from a strong healthcare system here in Providence, and like the other nonprofits, there is still a duty to contribute to the city. And so while we are grateful for this initial payment and for the really hard work of the mayor and his team in negotiating this, I know I personally look forward to future negotiations in future years where we can see Lifespan really step up to their contributions to the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Further discussion? Councilwoman Graves.
Also, speaking on item 34, I think I made it clear when I voted to let it come back into the full floor. The only reason I voted for that is because I believe this is something that all 15 of us should have a say on, but I personally will be voting no.
Thank you. Further discussion on items 33 or 34?
Madam President,
Oh, Councilman Vargas.
thank you very much. I stand and support this resolution because I want to say thank you to the administration to bring them to the table. Because if we don't do it right now, we're not going to do it next time. At least we got them to commit with a little bit, and then we can start working in the next step, how we can get them to contribute more, to pitch more into the beautiful city that we have, and we really need any penny that we can get from this nonprofit institution. But this is the first step. It's the first brick that we lay down, and more will come down. And that's why the reason I want to say thank you to the administration and everybody who works in this negotiation to bring them to the table. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Further discussion on items 33 or 34? Councilwoman Graves.
I'm sorry, I'm
That's
back
okay.
to 34. I also would like to recognize that we're saying Lifespan. Are they under Brown? You know, I think we were kind of bamboozled in that, and
I'm sorry, Councilwoman, could you pause for 1 second? I just want to...
And we're back. Councilwoman Althea Graves.
okay. I just said I was going to say no. I think I should give some of the reasons why I believe this is a no. If you read some of the things, it says that they're going to give us a $5 million community stuff. But if you go one paragraph down, it says $750,000 that they may or can do, but they don't necessarily have to do, and this will still go over. That's number one. Number two, I still truly believe that there must have been discussion. They must have known that they were going to be going underground when this was being, when we were doing the last thing with the colleges, and then this came up. I don't like feeling like we're getting half-truths. I don't like feeling like we are getting stuff after the fact. And I really don't feel like feeling like we're being bamboozled. We are a group of 15 intelligent people. Tell it to us straight, and maybe we will vote accordingly, you know. But if you keep telling me half-truths, then you're lying to me. I don't like half-truths. I don't give them, and I don't want to receive them. So that's why I'm saying no.
Councilwoman Miller.
Thank
President Miller.
you, Mr. Chair. So I couldn't agree more. I think that there's a couple things I just want to clarify. So one, Lifespan actually paid Brown for use of the name. So it's not that they're under Brown University. That's just a side point. We as a city are in an incredibly frustrating position relative to pilot agreements. We actually have, they are non-binding, like there is no law that says that Brown, RISD, Lifespan, any nonprofit institution has to make a payment to us. There is no law that says it. We have very little authority to do it. What we can do and what we have done in this situation is the administration has negotiated for some amount of money from an institution that has been giving us no amount of money. And so while I am frustrated and disappointed and pretty sick and tired of a lot of this situation, I do think that we are not in a position to say no as a city to an effort to begin like a real negotiation with nonprofit institutions to begin like, and I think we also need like organizers and advocates to join us at the State House and like help us change some of this condition, because there's, if we say no to a pilot agreement, there's not a no, go back to the table. It's a no money this year or future years, right? And so while I agree with you, I'm frustrated. I am frustrated at how long negotiations took, right? Like there's a lot of things that in this situation, it's not like a no and then we could get better. It's a this is what we got. And I'm frustrated with the city having to, you know, accept what feels like a hard deal, but I will be supporting it, and I am thankful for the work that's been done towards this, to this point. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilman Sanchez.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I just want to take this time to make a call of my colleagues. Even though we don't have legal leverage, agreements like this, to start talking to your neighbors about it now. We know we're going to come back to the table in 3 years. These type of agreements, pressure for entities like Lifespan Corporation, really need a lot of pressure. Not just thank you to the folks that did negotiate this, but they need a lot more than just folks in a boardroom making negotiations. There needs to be all of our diverse communities at the front doors, whether it's Lifespan, whether it's Brown. There needs to be that pressure for them to do their fair share. So that's my ask of all my colleagues. However you vote on this, I understand we have no legal leverage. It really, at the end of the day, is kind of, I'm not going to say it, but I want to talk to, I really want to encourage all of you to, you know, talk to your neighbors, organize, because these types of fights are only going to come up as we go on. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Sanchez. Anyone else? Councilman Espinal, you have your lights on? No?
No, thanks.
No further discussion? The motion has been made and seconded and discussed. All those in favor? Actually, of,
Aye.
So-
Everybody?
so
Aye.
roll-
Aye.
do we need to do a roll call?
Nope,
Voice call. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? We have two in the Councilman Sanchez and, excuse me? Councilman Sanchez, nay on both, and Councilwoman Althea Graves on 34? Or on both? On 34. Which is the MOU. The measure passes. Thank you. Now we'll go switch back.
Thank you, Pro Tem, for chairing those items. Item 35.